What if I told you that a single company's spending decision in one small island nation could reshape the entire global technology order as we know it? Nvidia, the semiconductor giant that has become synonymous with the artificial intelligence revolution, has just made one of the most staggering financial commitments in corporate history. CEO Jensen Huang has announced that Nvidia plans to spend approximately $150 billion annually in Taiwan, a figure so enormous it rivals the entire GDP of many developed nations. Let that sink in for a moment. $150 billion. Every single year. Flowing into one island that sits just off the southeastern coast of China. Huang didn't just announce a number. He used language that tells us everything about where the real power in this AI race is concentrated. He called Taiwan the epicenter of the artificial intelligence revolution, and that word choice is deliberate and deeply meaningful. An epicenter isn't just a participant. It's the origin point. The source of everything that radiates outward. And for Nvidia, Taiwan is precisely that. But why Taiwan? To understand this announcement properly, you have to understand the extraordinary manufacturing ecosystem that has been quietly built on this island over several decades. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, better known as TSMC, is responsible for producing the vast majority of the world's most advanced chips. When Nvidia designs its cutting-edge H100 and Blackwell graphics processing units, the hardware that literally powers ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and virtually every major AI system you've ever interacted with, those chips are physically fabricated in Taiwanese facilities. There is currently no realistic alternative at scale anywhere else on the planet. This $150 billion annual commitment represents Nvidia's recognition of a fundamental truth that many Western policymakers have spent years trying to ignore. The AI supply chain doesn't just pass through Taiwan. It begins there. Without Taiwanese manufacturing precision, without TSMC's 3nm and 2nm process nodes, the AI revolution stalls completely. Now here is where this story becomes genuinely investigative territory. This announcement arrives against a backdrop of extraordinary geopolitical tension. The United States has been pushing aggressively for chip manufacturing to return to American soil through the CHIPS Act, pouring billions in subsidies into domestic semiconductor facilities. Yet here is Nvidia, America's most valuable technology company, doubling down on Taiwan with a commitment of this magnitude. That tension is not accidental, and it's not comfortable for Washington. There's also the China dimension that cannot be ignored. Taiwan's political status remains one of the most volatile flashpoints in international relations. Beijing considers Taiwan part of its sovereign territory. The concentration of this much economic and technological value on Taiwanese soil makes every geopolitical calculation around the Taiwan Strait infinitely more complex. Nvidia's $150 billion annual bet is simultaneously a statement of technological confidence and a geopolitical pressure point of historic proportions. For Jensen Huang personally, this announcement carries enormous symbolic weight. Huang was born in Taiwan before emigrating to the United States, and he has maintained deep connections to the island throughout his career. His decision to frame Taiwan as the epicenter rather than simply a vendor relationship suggests something more than transactional business logic. It suggests a conviction about where technological civilization is being constructed. The broader question this raises for every government, every technology company, and every citizen paying attention is this: in a world where artificial intelligence is increasingly described as the most transformative technology in human history, who controls the physical infrastructure of that technology controls the future itself. And right now, that infrastructure has an address. It's in Taiwan. And Nvidia just signed a $150 billion annual lease on it. The question worth sitting with tonight is whether the rest of the world truly understands the implications of that address.